Hey, and welcome back to the B2B Marketing Gap podcast. If you are watching this on YouTube, you're thinking, what is going on with her visuals? Well, my camera died and I had things to talk to you about today. So I just wanted to do it anyway. So I'm currently recording on Tele with my microphone plugged in. And yeah, this is not what you should expect from me with my video content, but I just wanted to chat to you. So welcome to 2026. I'm on a mission this year to help you declutter your marketing. And we're going to have a really quick conversation about that today. I'm not actually fully back at work yet. My kids are still off school. We're just having a really nice, lazy Sunday. And I was just on my laptop sorting out a couple of things. And I thought, do you know what? I can't actually wait till next week when my camera's all set up and everything's done in my new office, in my new house. I just want to chat to you now about this idea of decluttering your marketing. So if you're already on my email list, you'll have heard me talking about this for a few weeks. You may even be already set up and registered with your seat for my big January marketing reset live class, which is happening on Tuesday, the 13th of January. So that's next week, 2026. It's at 1 p.m. GMT. And this is going to be like so much fun. I'm putting so much value into this, and I'm going to really help you work through not only the tangible things you can work on. So the people who are already registered, they're bringing with them their marketing plan, they're bringing with them their task list, and we are going to work together at simplifying these plans and helping you identify which one of 4 key blockers is stopping you from moving forward with a simple strategy. And we're also going to touch on something that I don't feel like anyone else in this space is talking about, which is the mindset side. I think that when you can declutter your mindset around marketing, figure out what are these blockers, what is it that's limiting your beliefs about yourself as a marketer? Because really, that is what it's about. Like, it's about becoming a happier version of yourself. So, oh my gosh, the light is getting so bad because it's like it's dusk here in South Wales. Just moving like, oh, this office is awful. Hopefully you're listening on the podcast, not watching me. This looks so bad. As long as you can hear me, that's all I care about. So if you don't already know me, I am Jade. I'm B2B Jade, and I am all about simplifying your marketing. What I feel like is happening, and something that is frustrating me so much, is that everywhere you look for advice, you're getting new things that you feel like you should be doing. And so for me, I want to help you move away from that way of trying to improve your marketing by helping you see that actually by doing a lot less and clearing out all of the things that are not serving you, all of the things that are leading to overwhelm and burnout, and helping you see that what you're doing, like what you already have, the skills you already have, the personality traits you already have, like you can work with those, and we're going to bring everything back to life. Because I think what happens with marketers is we get really excited to start out on our journey in marketing. And then we join these B2B companies and we feel like we're doing so many different activities that lead nowhere, that we actually end up losing that spark. So you just become like a bit of you're just doing stuff. It's not going anywhere. You just feel like, oh, just get this done, tick this off, write another list. And your list gets longer. And every time you tick things off it, you're just you're not getting anywhere. The reason my marketing works so well is because in real life, I'm a minimalist. You're like, look at all those boxes behind you. Yeah, okay. Like the boxes behind me, that's everything in my office. There's nothing else in my office. And in fact, most of that will be going anyway. So because I'm a minimalist in real life, and I can talk to you guys about that forever, I'm going to do episodes on minimalism because I just think it is literally life-changing. And just to be clear about what minimalism is not living in this kind of cold, empty house, even though I do look like I'm in a cold, empty room right now. Minimalism is letting go of the things that don't serve you. So over the years, because we live in a very consumerism focused society, everything is sold. So like, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. Over about 20 years, I accumulated a load of junk. And at the same time, working in marketing, I accumulated a load of junk, like loads of subscriptions that I wasn't using, loads of different techniques I was trying but kind of left alone. You know, when you go to LinkedIn and you click on your ad profile, you can see like 4 campaigns that each had like £300 budget. You never really measured them properly. It never really went anywhere. Different product launches you tried, different things, all of this, different brochure artwork, like tons of things just scattered. And as soon as I became a minimalist and started being really focused on the areas of marketing that I am very good at, that serve me well and how I work really well, I was able to simplify and strip back, and I fully let go of all the things I was doing that weren't leading to results. And so when I built B2B Breakthrough Academy, my strategy program, I didn't realize at the time, but I was becoming the minimalist version of myself. Because when I built it with the 6 modules and all the templates and all the video trainings, I was like, what would I have wanted to learn when I was a marketing manager drowning in like millions of different requests, loads of different priorities? Like, what would I have wanted? And I wanted to make something that would be like, that would feel like a clean slate for you. Like, okay, forget everything you've learned so far. Let's get really focused on what does the business need to achieve and what stands in its way at the moment. And I was literally at a hotel. Where was it? It was in North Wales. I'd gone to North Wales and I was sitting at this beautiful, like walnut round table with like a beautiful velvet plush chair. And I just was looking at this stunning views, like of these perfect gardens. It was a bit like the Traitors building, if you're watching the Traitors. It was just amazing. And I was sitting there and I was like, literally just had a piece of paper. It might even be, oh my gosh, is it in here? No. It was a piece of paper like this though. And I was just jotting down like what I would need to have had as a structure for my marketing. And I was just jotting it down really simply. Like, how do we identify what the problem is that the business is facing? Like, what does it want to get to? What are its blockers? Why is it not growing in the way it wants to already? Like, how would I then move that into objectives? And so it's not like a groundbreaking process, but I realize now today as a minimalist, I've been practicing minimalism for 3.5 years. And I would say that in my personal life, I've let go of around 85% of our belongings. That doesn't mean we live in an empty, soulless house. It just means that all of the stuff that we bought because of marketing is gone, like if we didn't need it. And so, yeah, I love buying things. I love going shopping for things that truly add value in my life. And your marketing's exactly the same. You've built up years and years of these beliefs around you as a marketer, around what marketers should do, around how you should perform, around what you should know when you don't know. All these, it's like you're a hoarder in your own brain. That's how the imposter syndrome has come out. It's like, I should know this, I should know that. Why they this? Why is that? It's me, 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 me. Like, we need to strip it all back. We need to get back to that passionate, earthy, organic marketer that you really are. And I know, I truly believe that I'm talking about something that resonates with you deeply, because it's what I wish I'd have heard when I was in the trenches, like just doing loads of stuff, not being sure if it's going anywhere. And I think that's just why am I stuttering? I'll tell you why I'm stuttering is because I'm so completely aware that like my video footage every second as we go towards sunset is going grainier and grainier. But I just thought today was more important to hop on and talk to you rather than worry about setting up my ring light, charging my camera. Like, I just thought the thoughts are going to go. So it's just going to be an earthy, authentic episode today. And if you're watching, please watch other videos too, because I'm not usually like this. So the decluttering live class, you need to sign up for that. That's in my link. So any of my links, just hit them. And you can also look at the link in the show notes. So save your seat. We've got a lot of people going, a lot of people going to be together in the same space. And everyone who turns up live, because I know people sign up and then don't actually come, everyone who signs up live is going to be also invited to a very exclusive Q&A with me that's separate, like a VIP thing. So you can then ask me questions directly about your strategic journey, about what's holding you back, about why you're not getting results. And I will cut through that for you and tell you exactly what's going on exactly what you need to do. And something I love most about this approach of decluttering and simplifying is usually when you say to marketers, you need to develop a marketing strategy, what you're doing is not working, like you need to change something. That usually looks like you need to do more work, you need to add to your plate, and people just drown and feel so overwhelmed by it. What I love about this approach is we're literally saying the opposite. We're like, let's do less. What's that one thing that you were working on over the last few years where if you'd have been given the time and space to make it really work for you, would have taken off, like would have worked? I'm going to help you bring that one back to life, nurture it, learn what you need to learn about it, really go for it, and also help you with the tools you need to stop the business getting in the way of you doing that. Because if you can master those two things, shrinking down what you focus on, simplifying what you're doing, and making sure that the company gives you the time and space to do that through like endless tools I have available to you around how to get leaders to actually listen to you. I'll just quickly share one with you now. This is my favorite one. One of my favorite ones. There's about 10 like this. And again, what I love about them is they're exercises you can just do straight away. Like you don't need to be like, oh, go away and think about this and download this worksheet and like watch, like just do this. So many marketers. So this is an example of how people say, oh, well, that all sounds lovely, Jade, but my business would never go for that. So one of the first things that you can do is you can move away from I into we language. So a lot of the time marketers talk in board meetings like this. I'm not going to be able to do that because I haven't got the budget and I haven't got the resources. And if I don't like I. And it's like, you're the problem. I won't be able to commit to that. I can't do all of this at once. I just don't have the resources. You become the victim and you're treated as defensive. If you turn it into we, things start to shift. Now, this is not going to change everything on its own, but it will definitely help. So say you're in a meeting, you want to promote that you're going to do decluttering of your marketing, you're going to have a simple strategy. And obviously, if you need help building your marketing strategy, because honestly, you're not alone. Most marketing managers, me included in the past, don't know how to write a marketing strategy that actually works. They've got a list of activities in a campaign plan. It's not a strategy. A strategy is much deeper than that, and I can help you with that. So when you move to we, this is one of the things that's going to help you. You're in a boardroom, you're encouraging your leaders to say, look, I'm going ahead with the B2B Breakthrough Academy. I'm going to work with Jay Tambini. I'm going to build a simple marketing strategy. And they're going to go, yeah, but we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. And you say, I hear you. Like, thank you. If we want to get results from our marketing, so not if we want to start getting results from our marketing, we have to look at what we've been doing in the past. And on reflection, we have been spreading ourselves too thin in too many areas. So if we want to get better with our marketing, we will need to focus on fewer things. And we'll also need to, do you see how like everything is we? And then when they're like, well, I just want you to do it, I'm the boss, blah, blah, I say, I hear you. We can do what you're suggesting. If we do that, here's the likely output that I envisage. So you start to get a bit more like bold. So you can start to reframe yourself as an internal consultant to your business. That's the most powerful mindset shift, is like, don't think of yourself as part of the business. Think of yourself as planted in that company as a consultant, an internal consultant. And you're going to always say, I wouldn't do that. But if we are going to, this is what I foresee happening. You're the boss. We'll do it. I don't agree with that. I don't think we should do that. I would strongly recommend so I'm just blurting out sentences you can use. I would strongly recommend we stick with the plan with the 2 or 3 activities that we really want to go for. Because if we don't, we're probably not going to see them turn into measurable, tangible business growth results. I hear you want to do that one. That means I'm going to need to look at the plan and take one out, because obviously we can't do it all. The issue I foresee with that is, would you still like to proceed with that? So in the end, if they really won't budge, like over time, you keep doing that, I guarantee after 6 months doing that sort of stuff, you will start hearing those challenges less and less, because they start to realize, oh, she's not just going to be a doormat anymore. Like, she's not just going to go, okay, Okay, the other one I'm going to share with you. I wasn't going to share more than one because I want to keep some stuff for the live class, but there's loads of juicy stuff in there. Like, it's amazing. You're going to work through some stuff. It's going to be fun. You're going to be writing things out, telling me your answers. I'm going to be undoing a load of like unhelpful beliefs for you. The second one is to be more FD. So to be more finance director. So finance directors, in my opinion, they're very like black and white with things. So if something's not going to work, they will just blatantly say, like, there's no budget for that. That won't work. Don't do that. And while that can sometimes feel like, oh, like very much a blockage, when marketers adopt a little bit more of that, they actually take it more seriously. So when I consult companies, or when I used to, because right now I'm purely just leading the course program, B2B Breakthrough Academy, I would say to them, I wouldn't do that. In my experience, that won't work. I'm like, just done. So if they're like, we want to this, I'm like, in my experience, that doesn't work and I wouldn't do it. Here's where I would focus my energy. And then if they're like, why? I can explain to them, okay, I'll give you an example. I worked with a company once. They spread themselves far too thin. They thought they could take on loads of things when they were feeling excited and motivated. And then when it actually came to it, things got really busy. They did their bids, they did their tenders, the quoting, sales meetings. They did no marketing. So actually in the end, they ended up getting worse results for doing more things. So as I said, you may tell me that you're completely different. You're going to hire 4 people. You're going to massively increase your budget. You're different, but I'm just saying that in my experience, that doesn't work. So you just see that I'm a bit more bold and unafraid. And when you see yourself as an internal consultant, you start to feel less worried about things like that. And so, yeah, make sure you join me on this January marketing reset class. But even if you can't make the date, I would recommend thinking about what you're doing in your marketing for 2026. Like, is it cluttered? What are you working on right now? Like, make a list in readiment of attending the live session. Write down everything you're working on right now and ask yourself, is this realistic for one person to do? Like, that was always what used to blow me away when I realized, like, is this hard work? Or is this impossible work? Like, because impossible work, it doesn't matter how many hours you do, you're never gonna get there. Hard work is fine. Like, I don't mind hard work. So for example, with my content, I know there's certain metrics. Like, if I get a certain number of impressions, I'll get a certain number of people interested in my program, and then I get a certain number of sales. Like, I care about that stuff. But like, I don't worry myself too much about anything else outside of those numbers. And that's where this whole minimalism focus comes from. Like, what your goals are. Like, maybe you're going to host like a webinar with one of your subject matter experts. I would rally the entire marketing strategy around, how do we get people there? How do we get the right people there? And then that's going to lead to making sure that your positioning and your messaging is right and you're creative, and then your funnel, and making sure your email system is set up right, and making sure that your lead nurture systems are set up right. And that could be your entire marketing strategy. Like, your entire marketing strategy could be, how do we get in front of the people who can buy from us by giving them something valuable, getting them into our system, nurturing them, and then lining up sales meetings? Like, that could be it. And then everything you do rallies around only that focus. It could be that your business is like, we're losing customers to a cheaper competitor. We have to do something. Like, I don't like, business comes in quite nicely. We're well known in our industry. Like, we quote for a lot of work, but we're losing people. This is bad. We've got competitors stealing customers. Like, you may need to rally around that issue. Like, your life depends on it. So I'm all about helping you figure out, what is that one thing that your company needs you to focus on? Like, it's so mad. Like, if you're running your own business, I know what's going on in my business. I know why growth is stunted, for example. Like, at the moment, if someone said, why are students not coming into your course as many as you would like? I'll be like, awareness issue. It's an awareness issue. Like, everybody I speak to, everybody who listens to my podcast, no one has ever said to me in a chat about my course, this doesn't sound right for me. Like, B2B marketers love what I'm doing and need what I'm doing. I've got 100% satisfaction rate in the program. Like, it's amazing. but not enough people know about me. And like there's other programs that you can take, marketing strategy courses, where I was in London the other day and the flipping guy is all over the tubes. Like I'm not advertising on the tubes, So my issue is awareness. But again, back to minimalism. My life is about, what are my goals in my life? Do I want to get to a place where I've got enough revenue and a big enough team and a big enough like profit and a big enough marketing budget to go, do you know what? Let's get some ads on the London Underground. What I would need to trade off to be in that position, not like being so high ego to say that I could be as successful as this other person, but I feel pretty confident in my ability. If I made different life choices, I could go further. But right now, my main goal in my life is my children's upbringing and being there to take them to school, pick them up, make the meals while they're at school, sort the house so that when I'm with them, I can spend a bit more time. I could very easily have a different goal, which is that, because this is not about what I believe is the right thing, it's just a different goal. Like I could say, well, I need to build my business. So perfect. I can organize breakfast club and after school club, still have a really beautiful, meaningful hour with them every single evening and amazing weekends and holidays. So, but right now, what feels right in my bones for my life is focusing my life around their childhood. So this beautiful business I have that I love with all my heart is second. And so, yeah, if you said, what is your issue right now? It's like awareness. There's an awareness problem with B2B, with B2B Jade, B2B Breakthrough Academy. There should be a lot more people aware of this. So on that note, maybe you could share this podcast with some of your friends. But yeah, that's my biggest one, because I don't have issues with gaining interest and getting people on my list. Once they're on my list, I get a lot of interest. I possibly would like to improve my conversion rate, because the program itself is not like £50. So it's not like, oh, I'm in, I'll buy it straight away. There needs to be some form of nurturing. I also need to make sure that the right people are coming in. So if you're listening now and you're a B2B marketing manager or head of marketing, and you're in, like, you run the marketing for that business, all of it, and your company's maybe like 100 plus employees, but not huge, you're definitely the right person for my program. If you're like, one person in a company of 3 and there's zero marketing budget and you're kind of just doing a little bit in pieces, like I wouldn't necessarily say that taking my program's the best, because you're going to need to have like resources to build a marketing plan. So again, like every business should know, like, what does the marketing need to focus on? My issue at the moment isn't that my members are being recruited by a competitor and I need to find ways to keep them in. Once they're in, they're over the moon. If anything, like I worked with a product director, Natalie, and she was like, Jade, I think you're a bit too focused on like existing customers. And she didn't mean that in a bad way, because obviously you have to care about your existing customers, but I just was focusing more on that. And she's like, Jade, you have 180 people in LinkedIn asking you for advice, and you've been messaging them advice, and you've done nothing to try and convert them into members of B2B Breakthrough Academy. I'm like, I know, but like I needed to look after the members. So it's like, sometimes I can be too existing customer focused, which I will never see as a bad thing ever. But yeah, my issue in my company is a kind of missed opportunity. So if my TikTok content takes off, I should be doing a lot more to like actually converting content, getting people in. But this is a mission-based business. This is about like getting people to see that the reason their marketing isn't working is not because they're not good enough. It's not because they're not doing enough. It's because they're doing too much. So I'm on that mission to spread the word that for 2026, like we have to declutter our marketing. So if you're with me, hit the link in the description box and join our January Marketing Reset Masterclass, or head to any of my links. So like if you're on my TikTok, just hit my profile. You'll see there, join the live class. And remember that if you join live, you will also be invited to a really exclusive, cozy one-to-one with me. Not one-to-one, Q&A with me, where a few of us will be getting together and I'll actually give you a taster of what it's like inside my mentorship, because the members of B2B Breakthrough Academy, they get regular like sessions with me where I answer their questions. Now, I didn't feel like it was the right thing to do to bring you guys into one of those, because they've obviously paid for that exclusivity. But I thought for everyone who turns up live on January 13th, I would give you a taste of that, and we'll have like an exclusive session, something that would usually be paid for. And just so you can experience what it's like to just have someone in your corner, have someone give you the answers that you need, help you see that it's really not as much you as you think. And just to kind of wrap this episode up, I just really hope that you will take away from this that for 2026, we have AI coming in. We have so many incredible productivity tools. AI is something that I use for my own business. It's incredibly valuable. I'm actually using it less than I thought I would be for content creation, because I think actually the way for me to stand out in my content is to move away from sounding like everyone else. But I have got an AI content creation assistant that does really help me with certain things, but I really like my emails, my authenticity to come through. So it's used very carefully. I think where AI is going to really change our life in marketing in the imminent future is more around automations, productivity. But there is going to be so much marketing thrown at you this year to get you to invest in things, to get you to think, oh yeah, this is the answer now. This is the thing that's going to fix it. And you're going to be tempted to go ahead with different things that aren't going to be the answer, because until you get the basics and the foundations right, and then just pick the right toolkit for your company and for your marketing plan, you will just feel so refreshed knowing that what you've picked is right. And then you can use AI to power that, as opposed to millions of things going on and AI productivity tools and AI. Oh my gosh, all these projects. Like I had someone the other day saying like, how do I, inside the mentorship, like, what do I do? My company wants to bring in AI for absolutely everything. And it's like basically adding loads of workload. And I'm like, the answer is not don't use AI. Like this is not the way to go, but declutter first. So I just hope you can feel as refreshed as me. I want to get you sorted and organized. Let's get together on the 13th of January. Let's hang out. Let's get you fixed. Let's get you to recognize, at least as a first step, like what is going wrong. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, my gosh, there's no way the algorithm is going to be happy with me for this. But yeah, I just wanted to press play. So make sure that you get into the live class, and I will link in the show notes the place where you can save your seat. It's January 13th, 2026, obviously, and it's 1 p.m. London time, so GMT, until 2 p.m. So it's 1 hour. And I just really look forward to seeing you there. If you've been listening for a while, this is a great opportunity for us to actually meet. You're going to be like, I haven't done one of these for a really long time. I've been kind of sleeping on it and thinking like, if I'm going to turn up live again for people, like, what am I going to do that's going to be super valuable? So I hope I will see you there. Please, if you're on YouTube, please like this video, and please forgive me for the visual quality, and please drop a comment to let me know, like, where are you up to? Like in terms of decluttering, are you cluttered? Are you a minimalist already? I want to hear from you in comments. You can also comment on the podcast too, which is something that I didn't realize for a very long time. But yeah, make sure you subscribe so that you're getting notifications for my content, and I will catch you soon. I am gonna hop back on here soon with my professional setup, with the sun out, with my proper camera on. But I will say that this year you are going to see a much more chilled, authentic version of me, because I'm just kind of done with this like polished thing. I want to be a bit more just like now. I just wanted to have a chat with you. I'm just like, I'm going live. I just want to have a chat. Not live at all, I'm recording. But yeah, this will be set up. Like I'm just going to have this in my office set up, always there, so I can just quickly press on. But yeah, unfortunately my battery drained because I was moving house not long ago. So yeah, if you're listening on the podcast, you're thinking, what is she talking about? It might actually be fun for you to go to the video podcast on YouTube just to laugh at the quality of this video. But if you do, please comment and tell me, like say, oh, Jade, I don't care about the visuals. I just like hearing your voice, and just make me feel a bit better. Okay. So yeah, until next time, I'm going to be planning to do this every week. So yeah, next week I should be looking and sounding a bit more organized, but yeah, I just hope you had like a really lovely winter break. And if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a beautiful, magical Christmas with your friends, with your family, whoever it is that brings you magic and love. And I hope you've had some rest. And I hope that you don't beat yourself up. And I hope that you start this working week feeling positive.